So our first speaker is on the stage. Myself and my co-chairman is here. And I request the speaker to complete your deliberation within 15 minutes. Okay? Please start your program.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Okay, my name is Dr. Sharifah Shafinas. I'm a senior lecturer from Center for the Sea Studies, Faculty of Health Sciences, UiTM Selangor. Okay, so today I'm going to present one research project. Okay, the title is the communication challenges and barrier among nurses with intubated patient in the intensive care unit, and this study is a cross-sectional study. Alright, this is the content outline of the presentation. Okay, the first one is the introduction, and then we follow with the problem statement of the study, and then research objective, research methodology, result and discussion, and the last one is the conclusion. Okay, as you can see from this picture, okay, this is the normal environment in the intensive care unit ICU, yeah? And this is the nurses taking care of the intubated patient. So when we talk about the intubated patient, we insert the EPT, the endotracheal tube, from mouth, go to the lung, okay, to assist for the respiratory system. And the EPT we connect with the mechanical ventilator, okay, to support the respiratory for the patient. Okay, so normally patients with the EPT intubated, they are experience difficulty in communication, okay, because of the presence of the EPT. Okay, and on top of that, patient also on sedation, and this method also can give a problem to the patient to communicate. Okay, so the communication during intubation is very difficult and uncomfortable to the patient. Okay, despite them using tools such as pen and paper to communicate, but factors such as hand tremors, weakened body state, and poor eyesight make it difficult for the patient to write properly and difficult for them to communicate with the nurses. Okay, as a result, patients feel disappointed and neglected when they fail to communicate properly with nurses and also with their family members. Patients also experience emotional distress with crying or feel sad and also unneeded due to this situation. Okay, and then this is the problem statement for the project. Okay, nurses in ICU often neglected the value of talking to intubated patient when the patient did not respond to verbal communication. Patients also have a limited verbal ability due to intubation. Okay, the effect of the sedation, pain from their condition, and also anxiety. Okay, this lack of communication between nurses and intubated patient which cause intubation feeling of isolation and helplessness and negatively influence the emotional well-being and recovery trajectory. Okay, so from this issue, there is a huge communication gap between nurses and intubated patient in ICU. Okay, we found that patients feel it's extremely difficult to express themselves and send messages to the nurses. And nurses also find it difficult to understand what had conveyed by the intubated patient. Okay, because of this problem statement, we conduct this study, and this is the research objective for the study. Okay, the first one, we want to identify the communication pattern, okay, during intubation between intubated patient and nurses. And the second one, we want to identify the level of communication satisfaction among intubated patient and nurses. And the last one, we want to identify the challenges and barriers in communication ability between intubated patient and nurses.
Ya, ano tuku aja kau tak? Aku tak suap persiapan.
To the research methodology. Okay, this study has been conducted in ICU in Ruang General Hospital. The population is post-intubated patient, around 86 patients, and critical care nurses around 180 nurses. Okay, the sampling method was convenience sampling, and the design is a cross-sectional design. Okay, to measure the objective for this study, I have three questionnaire, okay, three research instruments. And the first one is the communication pattern, the second one is satisfaction and communication, and last one is the barrier and challenges in communication between nurses and intubated patient. And all of these instruments has been validated, and the chroma alpha value is more than 0.75, which means the instrument is valid and also reliable to be used. Okay. And we move on to the finding. Okay, for the objective number one, okay, we want to identify the communication pattern between intubated patient and nurses. So So for the communication pattern, I divide into two categories here, from the nursing perspective and also patient perspective. So the written with pen and paper is the common pattern stated by the nurses, okay, around 89%, and then followed with the rely on family members to interpret their communication is around 94, and then gesture, using body language is 86, 89, and also lips reading, okay, also 89. Okay, on the patient perspective, using pen and paper is around 73, stated by the patient, and then gesture is 67, lip reading stated by the 58 patient, and rely on the family members to interpret their communication is around 66 patient. Okay, now we move to the objective number 2. Objective number 2 is about to identify the communication satisfaction among intubated patient. As you can see here, majority of the patient, they express satisfaction. Okay, satisfaction with their communication with the nurses, and only small portion, around 2.3%, patient indicate being dissatisfaction. So we can say that for the level of satisfaction is considered high, okay, high level of satisfaction. And on the other hand, for the nurses, okay, majority of the nurses, around 70%, express satisfaction with communication with the patient, and also small portion indicate being dissatisfaction about the communication. Okay. And we move on to the objective number 3, challenges and barrier in communication ability between intubated patient and nurses. Okay, this one from the patient perspective. Okay, in the challenges, so nurses sometimes seem rushed or impatient. Okay, during the interaction, it's around 48 patients stated there. And then insufficient staff level in the effective communication with patient is around 53. And anxiety or fear, okay, around 55 patients. And because our challenges from the ICU environment, it's around 56 patients. Okay, for the barrier, about 51 patients stated that their physical pain and discomfort is one of the major barrier for them to communicate with the nurses. And then limited mobility is 57, and difficulty in concentrating is one because of the effect of the sedation is around 7 patients. On the nursing perspective, okay, for the challenges and barrier, for the challenges, patients' level of consciousness or delirium affect the communication. It is this one because of the sedation. So most of the intubated patient, they will receive sedation. Okay, it's around 97 nurses. And then inadequate staffing, 99 nurses stated there. Misunderstanding of patient non-verbal cue is a frequent challenge in 94 nurses. And dealing with the emotional distress, 97 nurses. Okay. In terms of barrier, around 99 nurses stated that physical pain or discomfort that experienced by the patient is considered the major barrier, the major barrier for the communication between patient and nurses. And then limited mobility is around 67 nurses stated that. And then 19 nurses stated that time constraint and heavy workload also barrier that prevent them to communicate with the patient. And also 67 nurses stated that lack of privacy in the ICU also can be a barrier in promoting effective communication with the patient. Right, as a conclusion, okay, addressing the challenges and barriers to communication faced by nurses with intubated patient in the ICU require a multifaceted approach that includes training, the use of aid, and fostering collaborative relationship with families. By implementing these strategies, healthcare providers can improve the quality of care delivering to critical care patients with enhanced satisfaction in their work. Okay, with that, I end the presentation. We thank you. Over to you.
Hello. Thanks to speaker. Now, my co-chairperson, Dr. Farida Muhammad, will speak about arts. Speaker, deliberation.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sharifah, for your very excellent presentation. Okay, we know that it is very important for us to understand the patients on the communication skills. especially when they have the intubation in bed. I think your study is very relevant and it will contribute a lot into especially into the nursing care, so that they can have less barriers in terms of the communication between the patients as well as patients, the nurses, as well with the family members or the support group. And I think just to highlight you, because one of my students also doing the same studies, and they invented, they call it a play card, so that they can communicate with the patient through that cards. Thank you so much.
If anybody is interested, you can ask only one question, small question, please. If not, then we are allowing her to leave with a clap. Thanks to you. Next to our next speaker, please.
May I call upon the second speaker, Dr. Sandeep Shrestha, the Associate Professor from Kikihar Medical University, China. Dr. Sandeep Shrestha has more than 15 years of experience in the field of urology. He has attended more than 30 national and international conferences related to surgery and healthcare. His area of specialty is urinary bladder cancer. He was also awarded with top 101 foreign talent and A-grade foreign expert in Heilongjiang province, China. Ladies and gentlemen, let's call upon Dr. Sandeep Shrestha.
Welcome, sister. You are requested to complete your deliberation within 15 minutes, as much as possible.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Ni hao. So, I'll not take too much time. So, this is one of my project that was, especially I'm working for the animal study, especially in bladder cancer from last 10 to 15 years. So, this is one of the newest one, that is where I stay in China, in the northeast part of China. So this is exploring the effect and mechanism of the 17-hydroxy zolkinoid B derivatives on the proliferation and apoptosis in the bladder cancer by the 5637 cell. So this is one of the basic research. So these all the things are there. So normally I just want to give you one idea about bladder cancer. So bladder cancer is one of the most common malignant tumor of the urinary system. It is morbidity and the mortality continues to raise seriously, that is injuring the people's health. And according to sources, it can be divided into urothelial carcinoma, squamous cell carcinoma, and adenocarcinoma and small cell carcinoma. It is treatment methods, like everybody knows that all the treatment methods mainly is surgical and radiotherapy and the chemotherapy, and immunotherapy, and so on. But still it is lack of effective treatment for the advanced bladder cancer, like resulting in poor prognosis as a high mortality in the patients. So, like the study aims to explore there is a B4 or dipteryns, there is derivatives of the euphoria, there is a chama jasmine, is the anti-bladder cancerous. This euphoria, like this one, this is one of the botanical plant of the Euphoria genus of the Euphorbiaceae family. It is mainly distributed in the northeast part of China, and it's also mainly in some part of Russia is also there. The chemical components in the root of Euphorbia chama-jasmine are mainly diterpenes and the tennis steroid. So this diterpene compound as a zolkinoid B isolated from the Euphorbia chama-jasmine has time and dose dependent effective on the various tumor cells. So this plant is found in the northeast part of China, and we have done some extractions and all. Still, so this study is going on, and some publication is already done. So still, I'm also working on it for it. And this is the 17 hydroxylation product of the zolpidem B, 17 hydrozolpidem B, and exhibit the significant anti-tumor activity and inhibits the growth of liver cancer, gastric cancer, lung cancer, and ovarian cancers, and bladder cancers, and colon cancers. Well, we use the 17 hydroxyzolpinoid B as the leading structures and introduce transform connecting arm through administration sections, reactions. So this is the current status of my research. Like at present, the research on the bladder cancer involves the many aspects in terms of the treatment, immunotherapy, and the target therapy are the hot topics. Mainly, if you go to the PubMed and all, we will get such topics and all. For example, immunocheckpoint inhibitors target the PD-1 or PD-1L1 pathway have achieved a shortened therapeutic effect in the treatment of bladder cancers in addition, and target drugs targeting FGR and VEGFR is there, and other targets are also under study. In terms of mechanism of research, the relationship between the P13K and AKT signaling pathway and the bladder cancer has received a widespread attention. Like there is a study have found the abnormal activations of this pathway is closely related to the occurrence and development of the bladder cancer, and may affect the treatment effect of the bladder cancer. Therefore, inhibitions targeting this P13 and AKT pathway, signaling pathway have become one of the research focus. Nowadays, this is the one of the research focus. And these are the objectives of the research objectives of my research. That is common malignancy in the urinary system for inappropriate metastatic bladder cancer for 5-fluorouracil-based chemotherapy is used as a first-line treatment, and also due to the drug resistance and the effect of chemotherapy drugs, chemotherapy is effective in many patients, leading to recurrence of tumor and prognosis of the disease. So we have started for this 7-hydroxyzolpidem B has an inhibitive activity on the growth of liver cancer, gastric cancer, and lung cancers, and ovarian cancer, as well as prostate and colon cancer. So there is evidence that the 17-hydroxyzolpidem B derivatives have the better tumor inhibition effect than its parent drug. So others are there as well, those studies. So these are the methods. So I'll not go too much because of the time limitations. So I'll not go that much detail about the methods. So I just kept some methods. You see, there is a CCK8 and flow cytometry and apoptosis like AODP, electron micro. So shortly I'll put in the methods over here. So we have used the electron microscope and the Western blot and HT history examinations and IFC, that's immunohistochemistry, and we have done a cell apoptosis and RT-PCR, and of course the tumor formations in the nude mice. Okay, we have used some nude mice after taking the after we take the permissions from the animal. We have done the nude mice for the tumor growth, and we have recorded all the time to time. And there are those few results I keep over here. So this one is still, it is ongoing on, it is there. So the study has done, it shows us that by the method of CCK8 method, it detects the effect of different concentrations of the HIV. This is the HIV4 on the cell 5637 cells and all. So I'll not go that much detail on it. So these are the results I achieved while doing the different methods in the VFTCDL flow cytometry also. Over here also, it shows there is the drop concentration is dependence. Okay, drop concentration is dependence, and as well, if you see in over here, is a flow of this. Also, it shows that in the cell of the control group of the 5637 cells, and also in the AOEB method also. So it has the with the control group of the morphological of the 5637 cell change after the HIV4 treatment, the number of non-apoptotic cells showing the green fluorescence decrease, which while the number of apoptotic cells shows the red fluorescence increased, there was the concentration correlations. So here is also the another method in the same as the HIV4. So this is some roadmap. Okay. So very shortly I'm going on because of course I haven't gone into that much detail. Just this is the roadmap of how the methods, how I have worked out on it. Okay. And so what is the major things in my research is like whatever I have used the Euphoria Chama jasmine plant that is especially is found in the northeast part of China, and we have done the extractions and used as for anti-tumor drugs. And there is some summary we found after doing the research. The results shows that the HIV exhibit the concentration dependent inhibitory effect on the 5637 cells, that is IC50 value of the HIV for acting in the 5673 cells for 24 hours in the micromole, which is 8.3 times that of the parent HIV. And experimental results prove that these characteristics are connecting the arm significant and enhance the anti-proliferative activity of the HIV. Okay, so I want to correlate with my previous study, okay, which is previous study I have done. Previous study, this is one of the study of the cancer regarding the mechanism and melatonin enhanced apoptotic antitumor. So whatever just now I talked about, this one is about one plant which we use as an antitumor, and this study I have done in almost in 13 years before, okay, in the 2010-11 time. And it was a success by the 2017 only after the 6 years of study of this. And basically we use in China the Chinese traditional medicine. And so this is my previous study, and we have done the same methods as well, the MTSA, colony formations and all, and animal studies and all we have done. And the results came with the melatonin and curcumin combinations enhance the inhibition of the cell proliferations. So because my recent, whatever recent research in the Euphoria Chama jasmine, is still the animal study is going on. So that I could not put the pictures over here. But for my previous study in the combinations with the melatonin and curcumin, so at the end the results came in such a way that if you can see in the control, so the size of the tumor, and later on with the combinations, the tumor size get decreased. So, and it has a very good result came that however the treatment with the melatonin and curcumin together dramatically enhance the growth inhibitions of xenograft as compared with the treatment with the curcumin alone. And in addition, the combined treatment did not affect significantly the body body weight of the mice and had no other signs and acute or delayed toxicity were observed in the mice during the treatment. So this is the one of the good result I got it. So this research I had started from the 2010-11 time. Then I get success by the 2017-18. Like it's almost 6 or 7 years of study. Then there's some publications also there. Okay, there's some publications out there and some references. Okay, you can go through it. And lastly, I'd like to thanks to the Lincoln University that we have a lot of acknowledgement from the Lincoln University and my university in China, Internasional Medical University. And as well, we are doing some collaborative research together. And like last year only, there is from medical faculty. So there is some delegates has visited in our place, and we are working together for breast cancers and all, and also in the bladder cancers, because my field, especially in the bladder cancer. And also, this is my lab over there. We do work, and a lot of my students, even though I have students over here. Yeah. So we are working together. That as just now the father told just now also, because our knowledge we should not keep with us. So we should share our knowledge to increase our knowledge. So we have a lot of students from different countries, even though from the Lincoln University College, they have been to China and they have shared their experiences, and it has a very good experience with the students in China and also the Chinese students, although the students from abroad in China also. So I would like to thanks to the Lincoln University and all the delegates over here. Thank you, and please, you must have some questions. I want the questions from you. Thank you.
Yes. Very good lecture from Dr. Sister. He has done marvelous work on cancer. One of the anti-tumor drug he has discovered from a particular plant species. Previously, it was a very common word that if it is a cancer, there is no answer. But nowadays, there are answers in different forms, and we are definitely thankful to Dr. Shrestha because he has done a research work for continuously 7 or 8 years to get a result. It could be a negative one also, but now he is claiming, or he has established through his papers and other activities that it has given a good result. So we are very much hopeful that other doctors who are working on cancer, doctors or any other researchers, they will be inspired from the work of Dr. Shrestha. So with this word, I invite question, at least one question from the audience. Please.
Mike.
Yes.
Since you told that compound is available only few places in China and some places in Russia, that is colder part of the
Frigid zone.
And so when it will be used, it may be used as medicine in future. So huge amount of compound will be required.
Yes.
So retrosynthetic analysis is very important in this aspect for industrial production, low cost production.
Yeah.
So have any group done is known to you, retrosynthetic analysis?
So like in my part, okay. So especially this is also from references I get from that 17 hydroxylation product of the zolkinoid B17, okay. And we are doing further some other targeting drugs for the like FGFR and otherwise FGFR3. So that all the compounds we are taking, but especially we are taking the compounds from the species of the Euphorbia chamajasni. Okay, but there is some other. This is totally translated from Chinese. Okay, Chinese strain, but the species. So especially there is a Euphorbia fischeria stone is there. Okay, that plant we have taken we have given to the lab and from the extractions we have done. So my previous study, yes. So in the previous study is there is also the curcumin and melanotonin. Curcumin is the family of the, like if you tell about the ginger, family of ginger, and the melatonin, which one we have a pituitary gland. So that is the secretions of the pituitary gland. It has combinations. So it has given a good results that it has inhibited, and it has whatever the proliferation of cell has inhibited. So it is still because research is still not stopped. Okay, still is going on. Not in my lab. Okay, so yes, so it is from the different lab. We have imported this. Yes, it was important. So please, any other questions, please?
Very simple question.
There's another question there.
Yes.
Something there?
Oh, yes, please.
Very simple question. Any prevention methods for cancer? Any way how cancer can be prevented? Especially for the children also. For the children especially at that stage. Is there any way that cancer can be?
Okay, sir.
Simple question.
Thank you for your question, sir. So, you're asking for preventive measures for the cancer, because first we have to know about that, what kind of cancers we are thinking about it. Yeah. So, of course, if we talk about in a general way, so should be the healthy and sanitary life should be there. Okay. So, because nowadays, if you talk about in a pediatrics way and all, of course, nowadays, especially our food, because whatever maximum people are, we don't sleep on time, number one. And the food, that is the food, whatever we are taking, that is the mostly we are doing, of course, in Malaysia, everybody is doing bad and all, we are taking food and it is plastic. As according in China, okay, we have got the one study, almost the 10% of the people having a plastic in their body. Because there in China, there is a lot of people, they will buy this online food. Even though so they take. So that is the one major things that, and also whatever we are making the foods and all fruits, vegetables, that is the chemicalization. That is the major culprit in our system. I feel in that way. And if I come to my subjects for the bladder cancers and all, so then that is the smoking is the major cause, not only the lung cancer. Bladder cancer is one of the major cause, and also the mines, okay, where people work in the petroleum products and all, that is also. The major things is that we have in the food chemicalizations, that is the big culprit nowadays in our world, and the stress of the work. People normally sleep 4 hours, even though we researchers also sleep very less. So we are also risk factors for it. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, we have, this is a very hot topic. Okay, we have one more question.
Thank you. Dr. Shrestha, I'm very happy for the lecture that you've given here. It's really now we are talking about the global thing. And one very intriguing disease that has come up, after cancer. Prostate cancer is one of the issues.
Yes.
And it's a very big issue. Can your work in that way help us in preventing this?
Like if you go to the PubMed, okay, if you put my name over there, so I have also done the one research in the prostate cancer also. Okay. So the prostate cancer, so I'll not talk about too much in the cancer. We have time limitations. Just I'll give you only 2 points only. Because especially the prostate cancer piece, we have to exaggerate all the medical system and also for the medical persons, the male persons who are more than 40 years, okay, more than 40 years after the 4th decade of their life is crossed, please go for a check for the prostate, that is PSA, prostatic synthetic antigen. Please check every year. Okay, that is the most important. I just want to give you one message from here only. So, and there is a research I have done also, okay, in the prostate. So because of time limitations, so I cannot talk too much. But we have also done with some hypothesis we have done over there, and also we have done some Chinese medicine studies we have done in the prostate cancer. So it was done in the half of the way, and it is only publication is also there. But still the study is going on, because I am working especially in the bladder cancer, the urological system from last almost 15 years. And my research is still, some research is done, some research is on the way.
Thank you. I wish you all the best.
Thanks, many thanks for a nice presentation. Not only presentation, it's a very important work, because cancer is a very difficult disease to control. It is not a single disease, rather it can be considered as a syndrome. Many things are associated with this. He has discovered one thing. We are proud of that, and his presentation is also good. If any question is with you, you can discuss with him in the lunch period or subsequently. So with these few points, I hope Dr. Shrestha will find this fund in his native country, Nepal, as well as in northern part of India also. If it is there, it will be helpful. And once the active component is discovered, then it can be prepared chemically also in future. So drug can be prepared in that way. So I want to express my sincere respect to speaker and wish that everybody will give good clap to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sandeep Shrestha. Can we have Dr. Gopinath Bandari, the Professor, Department of Civil Engineering and Coordinator, Center for Disaster Preparedness and Management, Chandwatpur University, Kolkata, India. Ladies and gentlemen, he has obtained his master's degree in civil engineering with a specialization in geotechnical engineering and PhD in coastal engineering from Chandwatpur University, India. He also has 2 years of industrial experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Gopinath.
Welcome, Dr. Bandari. Please, a very good deliberation from your side. So, you please start your lecture as usual, 15 minutes is the time. That is good.
Thank you.
Please allow Dr. Bandari to start his lecture.
First of all, I feel honored to be here in this conference and to deliver this speech. Though it appears that I am a little bit of the central topic, but it is correlated with the environment, and everybody is dependent on that. But whenever we are thinking for development, definitely we will have some conflict between the environment and development. So that is the issue. But the case study has been taken as Sundarban, it is world famous mangrove ecological system. So these are the social issues and environmental issues. I'm not going into the details, but you can see. And Sundarban is basically the target is the forest. Major forest target is the forest, but it's a very sad part that some human settlement also there, but that is long ago. That's why Sundarban is getting degraded because of the development of these people. And Sundarban has got two part of covering two countries, Bangladesh and India. Particularly West Bengal part and Bangladesh part. And this is the location etc. has been given, but the important is number of species of mangrove is there, but more medicinal plants are there. So if we extract medicine properly, then probably we can avoid the chemical medicine. We can depend on these medicines, and we should always target. We should have a target of this kind of one with a lot of flora and fauna. But unfortunately, we are not getting that because of this premature reclamation of these Sundarban islands. That's why some degradation is occurring, because we have constructed the other environments encapsulating the Sundarban islands. So that's why lot of problems are coming. Major problem is degradation of mangrove. I'm not going into the details, but day by day the human settlement is getting increased there. So this people are doing involved in this profession: agriculture, fishing, sweetwater and saltwater, aquaculture, crab culture, honey collection to the deforestation. Due to that, the man-animal conflict occurs. However, the culture of Sundarban is very beautiful. It is really, non-communal tradition is there. All these are, regarding God and goddesses, but in Sundarban, the southern part is getting eroded. That's why it is shown in red. And another island, Ghodamara, it is gradually vanishing. Some islands are already vanished. So this is a problem which I have discussed. I'm not going into detail. But the critical, physical issues are degradation of mangrove forest, erosion accretion, failure of Sundarban urban environments, sediment in the creek. The creek bed is getting uprooted, and frequent tide floods and saline water intrusion. Due to that, agriculture may get affected. During IRA also it has happened, and effect of devastating cyclone and storm surge. The storm water may come inside the island. So this is the environment vulnerability basically. But our target is to have this kind of Sundarban, but unfortunately we don't have. No mangrove is there, and the environment are getting failed. If it fails, then saltwater inside, and you can see the human settlement there, and some